Back to the Future game? Somebody made a good Back to the Future game? And it was only in Japan? We get these shitty games, but not that one? People have developed fuckatitis from this shit. If you would have went back in time and said to people, hey, there's a good Back to the Future game. Put this shit down and go to Japan. They would have looked at you like you're telling them to go teabag a goat on the surface of Mars.
Yes, well, I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do. I didn't make the game, I just licensed my story. I can't help you out with any games. No, I said I didn't have anything to do with making the game. Well, that's not very nice. Oh yeah? Well, up your nose. Great Scott, who says that anymore? Oh, Titus, you're getting Titus? Oh, it's appalling and outrageous, Oh, the bloody hell it is. Oh. You're going down! Hello? What? Oh, great Scottish whiskey.
Recording it. Hey Doc, this is JewWario, JewWarion, I guess. Well, I'm coming to you from the future. It's hard for me to believe too. But I wanted to let you know that there's a Back to the Future game that's good. It's really, really good. And even though it's from Japan, don't worry. I assure you.
Oh yeah.
Why, this video is from the future!
Yes, this is a video from the future.
Great Scott, it's amazing. It's like you know what I'm going to say next.
Well, you gave me a piece of paper that says everything that you're going to say.
He did? I did. All right, well, what number am I thinking of right now?
Okay, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21.
Yes, precisely! The Fibonacci sequence! Oh, amazing! Now, tell me, what is this Japanese game?
So yes, there's a Back to the Future game from Japan, and you need to let people know so they don't get Titus. Whatever that is. Okay, so you need to let people know how to actually play it. So let me teach you. This game is based off of the second movie that was made off your life. Really? This movie was based off of your life?
Yes, we don't have much time. Hurry. Was that me?
Yes, it was you. Him. You. Whatever. Look, this is the game. Super Back to the Future Part 2 for the Super Famicom. It's the Japanese version of the Super Nintendo game that came out a few years ago. For you. In 1993, the company Toshiba Emi released the game with smooth controls, a cutesy storyline, and adorable caricatures of the stars from the movie series.
Great Scott, that looks just like me!
Yeah, I know, right? They kind of look anime-ish, but they look really good. Now, the story is not something that non-Japanese speaking people will be able to enjoy, but it's really not a major part of the game and can be easily skipped. Like a normal platformer, the object is to get to the goal line and not die. You can defeat enemies by spinning around on your skateboard like Tony Hawk. Along the way, you collect coins. These coins can be exchanged for different things in these little vending machines right here. There's no time limit, and you can...
that's all fine and good, but what I need to know now are the controls for this.
Now it's saying you're wanting to know what the controls are. On the directional pad, the left and right buttons pretty much just make Marty go left or right. You'll stop on a dime if you stop pressing in a direction, and up and down are really not used. The Y and A buttons make Marty jump, while the X and B buttons are the acceleration buttons. Now you can't spin if you just fall off a cliff. You actually have to jump and tumble. But while you're tumbling, you're invulnerable. Well, mostly invulnerable. If you get hit, you'll lose a skateboard and become flashing invulnerable for about 2 seconds. Make sure you use those 2 seconds wisely. There's also an area here in some stages that allow you to stick your skateboard into the wall and scale it with jumps.
Oh, amazing, amazing, oh, amazing.
Now, when you put the game in, you're treated to a long and boring title screen from the company that made the game, as well as a copyright screen. You wouldn't kill your grandmother. You wouldn't kill a puppy. So why would you play a crappy game? Then you can choose to either go straight into the game, use a password to continue the game, or fiddle with the options. The password feature here is really great in that it's only 4 letters long, very simple to remember, and they're all 4-letter words that you can easily remember. No, not those words. Now, when starting a new game, I would always suggest playing through the lesson area first, so that you can gain valuable coins to help you start your game off right. Now, like I said, there are several vending machines that you can either jump over to save your cash, or run over and collect their items on the go. The one with the skateboard gives you another hit marker if you've lost one. This sparkly one gives you invulnerability for a time, and you'll need it in some areas. This one gives you an extra life, and this one gives you an energy bubble, just like Sonic the Hedgehog. And look for hidden areas that you can try to jump to. These might lead to new rooms with coins or vending machines. Now, on the downside, the jump and moving buttons seem a bit backwards. I would be more used to keeping the Y button down and tapping the B button to jump. I mean, you can always move to the X and A buttons, I guess, but then it feels weird in my hand, personally. Also, to get to some places, you really need to be keeping the X or B buttons down and jumping, but it's hard to get your bearings. It's a bit nitpicky, but it's there. And even if you're going forward, if you're not holding B or X, you'll just fly into the air straight up and can't control your fall at all. Also, running over the vending machines when you don't need or want one of the bonuses just sucks. If you're full up on life, you still get charged for a skateboard that you don't need. And if you die in the game, you're sent right back to the beginning. It's not so bad for those of us who are old school gamers, but the new people who are used to save areas every 15 seconds will get annoyed fairly easily. Now, this game is not the cheapest in the world, but it's a fun game and well worth it to own the only good Back to the Future game out there. The controls are pretty decent, they aren't sticky, the levels are long and you have lots of hidden things, and it's just a fun game to play. If you can find a deal online, it might behoove you to jump at the chance to own this classic game. So, anyways, that's the game. It may seem intimidating, but you really can play it on your Super Nintendo. Wait a second, do you even have a Super Nintendo?
Yes, I do. Keep going.
I'm sorry. So, what you need to do is get a couple of wire clippers and go inside the top of the machine and clip out the little tabs, and then you can play your game on the Super Nintendo American, because you're just taking out the tabs that block this game. That's all.
Oh, boy, this time travel stuff just makes me,
Well, I hope that helps you out. Is that okay, Doc? Doc? Oh my God. They found me. I don't know how, but they found me. Run for it, Doc!
Well, that can't be good. I don't know. This is a message to your past self. He needs our help. I need you to send a camera to the address encoded on the DVD case. The fate of the entire world is at stake here.